4 months later with the video about how routine and consistency is very important. I don't like how I just said consistency. But anyways, I have not uploaded since the last time I uploaded because, to be honest, I think I've been really afraid of just moving forward in any part of my life. Since I last posted a video, I got COVID, and that was not so much fun, but so grateful that we survived. And by we, I mean my family. It was definitely one of the better experiences that people have had. We had COVID, we got sick, and we were able to recover right away. Anyways, today I'm here to talk about just, I think, what I'm lacking in my life, and I'm here to take responsibility about what I can do moving forward. So I am lacking routine and consistency in so many areas of my life. And I'm not here to beat myself up for it. I'm here to just kind of like keep myself accountable, and I think that's why I'm making this video. So I've always struggled with doing like really basic things that like everyone is taught at a very young age. And this is kind of embarrassing, but this is my life, I guess. I do struggle with just like routine things that people just do or should be doing every day. And I feel like it's just something we don't really talk about anymore. But like, I think maybe a lot of people struggle with this. It's just like doing those things like brushing your teeth twice a day. That sounds terrible, I know. Eating 3 meals a day. What else is very basic? Washing your face twice a day. What else? Just being on a schedule. And I know that like maybe, especially for me, I stay at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and that's like routine can look you just sometimes don't have it. Although kids thrive off of routine, and I do think that says something about like us as human beings. Like if children do really good when they're on a routine, maybe we do too. Maybe. Anyways, what I'm saying is that like sometimes people are just stuck in these really negative cycles of not taking care of yourself. And I'm not like saying I don't take care of myself, because I'm not disgusting. I do brush my teeth. I know they look like I don't, but it's because I drink a lot of coffee. And honestly, I saw on a TikTok that like, teeth are bones, and some people have them lighter and darker, and my whole family has yellow teeth, so shout out to them. Back on track to what I was saying. Routine. Anyways, so yeah, I struggled with just doing like basic things, like brushing my hair every day. I know that's tough to have to go through, but I'm lucky. No, I'm not. I have a lot of hair, so my hair gets really tangled, and I think that's why it just gets so overwhelming that I end up not doing it. And it's terrible, but I think that just shows you that I am mentally ill. No, just kidding. But yeah, maybe. I think, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to get that routine going, and I'm bringing you on the journey with me. So I do believe like the average person learns all these things that I'm saying that I need to do in childhood, but a lot of us had parents who worked or were never taught this themselves, so they didn't think to teach it to us. And I'm not blaming our parents. We're responsible adults here, or responsible people who want to do better for themselves, so you should take charge of your life. But I'm just saying, like, I don't really remember just having that structure of just like brush your teeth twice a day, eat 3 meals, make sure that those meals are balanced, things like that we just kind of like we see in the TV, like on movies and shows, and like you're just like, oh yeah, well that's what you're supposed to do, and it's like this general idea of like this is what we're supposed to do, but a lot of us weren't taught that, and that is something I like to talk about, something I want to talk about. Anyways, the root problem of all of this, of not being able to just like have a routine even though you know it's good for you, I think is just, you know, like having no intrinsic motivation. And that comes from, you know, like lack of self-esteem. And I feel like whether we like to talk about it or not, like our society is deficient in self-esteem. Sorry, there's an alarm.
So I didn't figure out how to edit this part because I'm still learning, but I have a mic, and I'm sorry for the terrible freaking audio here, but it gets better, I promise.
Oh,
not in this video, but in the future.
So there we go. It's over. Anyways, so I was talking about the root problem. And yes, I got my notes here because I would go on so many tangents if I didn't, which I probably already have. But yeah, so having no intrinsic motivation of just like if you're not doing it for someone else, like why do it at all? Or just like if you don't have your personal cheerleader at all times, like telling you like to do things, like you won't do them. And that just, yeah, that comes from like lack of self-esteem. Like I know that if I want to get myself to do anything, and this is just an example of how my brain works. Like let's say I'm running because like health, you know, and I'm just running, and then like I want to give up. I'm like, no, do this for your child, do this for your husband, do this for your parents. And then it's just kind of like, yeah, like that's good, but at the same time, then I put myself into these super hyper stressful situations where like these really intrusive thoughts come into my head, and I know this is not normal. I know, but that's why I'm here trying to figure this out. So yeah, and then I'm just trying to like literally grasp any kind of motivation I can from anywhere else. But no, it has to come from inside. You gotta love yourself so much that you are going to do shit for yourself.
I do this twice in the video where I say girl, or dude, or they, and it's like I feel like I'm not using that correctly, and I would really like to apologize. I am very nervous when I do these things, and then my humor is very much that of a 12-year-old at around 2011. So yeah, I apologize.
I think that it's funny because like these are some very basic things that I don't think people talk about. And I think that maybe I'm not being very clear at what I'm trying to say the issue is. I'm just not trying to say like some people get depressed because of this, you know? Like you're just stuck in these negative cycles with no intrinsic motivation. And it's like you're trying to keep going, but you're a freaking truck who needs diesel and you keep putting in like regular gas, you know? And that regular gas being outside motivation or push, and diesel being what you need, like what you really need, comes from within. And people just keep like living their life saying, I'm gonna get better when this happens to me, or I'm gonna do better when I figure this out, or whatever. And it's like, no, just do better because you deserve better. And if you do, like you know, it's like super basic how everything just comes together as one. And you kind of just figure it out. I feel like I lost my train of thought there. I don't know, something's wrong with me. Coffee. Anyways. And then as someone who is very spiritual, and not just spiritual, I just like to like think about why I go through the things I go through. I do think that like what we lack is usually the key to our happiness. And I'm not saying like if you lack money, freaking that's the key, and once you get it you'll be happy, which I honestly think that to some people maybe, to others, to most of the world, I don't think that's the key. But I think what it's saying is like if you're lacking resources, getting or like pulling yourself up and being that person who goes and gets it is the key to your happiness. I'm not trying to push a capitalistic mentality on people because I don't agree. We'll talk about that another time. But what I'm saying is just like do things for yourself, and your life and like what you lack in is literally the map to your happiness, in my humble opinion. So where was I going with this stuff? I just think that, yeah, the world exists in a very duality kind of way. Hopefully this gets better.
It unfortunately does not get better. So, yeah.
I really do hope this gets better, because right now, I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways. So what it is that I want to do. Like, what is it that I'm trying to do and I'm trying to bring you along the journey for? So I think I'm gonna break it down to very basic things, you know? Mind, body, soul. Mind, body, soul. Mind, body, soul. That's just what you need, you know? You need to figure out what is the perfect little menu for yourself. It's just kind of like, you know how, and I'm not here to talk about diets, but you know how there's like really like a lot of diets where it's like don't eat carbs, don't eat fats, don't eat protein. No, I don't think there's a diet. This is don't eat protein. But anyways, well, actually there is, and I think I was part of that for a while. But that will be another story for another day. But at the end of the day, like most doctors will tell you, the correct way is a balanced diet of your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. You need more of some and less of others, and you need a specific type of fats and a specific type of carbs or whatever. And it goes to show that like most people from different regions of the world need different types of carbs and different types of fats and different types of proteins. So it's just about finding your personal brand of heroin. Oh my God. Twilight took over, sorry. If you know, you know. No, but it's your personal brand, like it's your personal thing that you need, like it's your personal menu, if you will. So for me, what I really do not like working out. So we're gonna talk about the body section of it all. I don't like working out. I'm gonna say it. Maybe I haven't. Well, I do like dancing, and I can really work up a sweat. You know.
This part is so cringy. I'm sorry once again.
Just like sometimes you don't want to dance. Sometimes you need a little more, rigorousness. But what I do like is the idea of going to the gym. I just like that idea. Like I just fantasize about just being that person who goes to the gym every day. So, as someone who, most likely will not be that. No, I'm not going to limit myself to what I am and what I'm not. But my goal here is to go work out 3 times a week. Whether that is, I go for a long walk, I go dance it up for an hour, or I go to the gym. I am so blessed that I have all of these options. A lot of people just, they can't afford going to the gym. I go to Planet Fitness, so it's not like I'm out here going, like, I'm not saying that I'm like, but all I'm saying is I got my options, and my husband works hard for that. Just kidding, but true, But anyways, the point being is, you got to figure out what you can do, and what you enjoy. So yeah, I don't enjoy the gym, but life isn't as easy as like you're gonna enjoy everything you need that's good for you, because then ice cream would be like good for you and things like that. But you know what I'm saying, you need to struggle a little bit. So 3 times a week trying to work out. I was doing that for a while, like the beginning of the year. Actually, I was doing pretty good up until like a month ago. Yeah. Anyways, so gym, move your body, girl. Or bro.
Yeah, here I go again.
For the mind, how do I plan on caring for the mind? You see, the mind is a terrible place at times, and we're trying to make it not that. So for the mind, I guess meditation, and also just not keeping track, but like recognizing when I'm having an intrusive thought, because people a lot of the time don't realize thoughts are not facts. And that has like been my motto for a while. Yeah, you just can't think that everything you think is like a factoid, because it's not. You will drive yourself crazy, and you will be crazy. So yeah, thoughts are not facts. So just keeping it like being mindful of the fact that I don't have to think as much as I do. But anyways, meditation, I know some people would put that in the soul category. I would like to make it very clear that to me there's very big difference between the soul and the mind. And I saw a TikTok recently that kind of like helped me like make that distinction really clear. I feel like the soul is really you, and the mind is almost sometimes an alien. Like, think about it. Like, depends on the chemicals you're on. You could be depressed or anxious, and then like that's kind of like controls you for a little bit, but not really, because you know it's not really you. And there's, I don't know, I'll link the I don't know if I can link the TikTok, but if I can, I'll share that.
I was not able to, so yeah.
And no, I don't believe it in the sense where it's like I really think that our mind's an alien and like crazy things like that. But I just believe that, yeah, like the mind is part of the body. It's an organ. And the soul is totally separate from that. The soul hasn't even been like confirmed. Well, some people might say it has, and some people don't believe in the soul. So anyways, back to the mind. So for me, being mindful literally means being mindless. Not really, but what I'm trying to say is like I want to be able to be in the moment, and that's how I would take care of my mind, by just trying to like droop myself back whenever I'm like spiraling in my head, which most of my issues just happen up here, you know? Like, my life is pretty good, and I gotta be thankful for that. And I say this, and the more that I make videos, you guys might realize like, your life is not good, girl. You live in the ghetto, broke, but not really, you know? Like, I have food, I can go out to eat once in a while, you know? My life is good, and I do want better, but like, I'm just like, you have to come from a place of gratitude. I feel like I'm going on a tangent right now.
Take a shot every time I lose my train of thought, but you can't.
So yeah, being more like in the moment is how I take care of my mind. And then we go to the soul part of it all. And this is where, you know, there's a lot of people who don't believe we have a soul. There's a lot of people who don't believe in any spirituality, religion, things like that. I am very much coming from a place of extreme religion in my past, and just not really vibing on a religious scale with any religion, but believing that they all have some truth to it. But anyways, even if you don't believe in having a soul or spirituality or things like that, I think that we all believe that there's just something about humanity that just keeps it going. And to some people, they don't even really know, like they'll say, I'm an atheist, and it's true. So you could be an atheist. I respect that. But what I'm saying is, like, you still believe in something, whether it be human kindness or just human ingenuity, or even like human evil, or if that's like how you say it, you still believe in something. So just like, you know, realize that. And that's where you take care of your soul. Like, if you believe that you have a purpose, or you enjoy your job, or you want to do good, or even if you want to do bad, which honestly, I believe most people don't want to do bad. But that could just be me and my Pisces way of seeing things. So yeah, so if you don't believe in a soul, this still applies to you somehow. Like, how do you take care of your purpose? How do you take care of your, like, some people just believe in love, which love is God and God is love, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. I'm all over the place, guys, but just get used to it, because this is what it is. Like, I can't lie to you and be like, it's gonna get better. It's not. Life is gonna get better, but this is who I am, and I'm okay with that, you know? So yeah. So how am I gonna take care of my soul? I am a spiritual person. I believe that spirituality is very different for everyone. So I'm a spiritual person who doesn't follow any one thing. However, I am getting into like crystals or whatever, and don't make fun of me. Like, literally the crystal store I go to is in a mall, which I know, but that's heart of spirituality for me, in the sense that like, I think that if you believe in something enough, it's gonna work out. So if like this crystal is here to help me heal my heart chakra, like it is, just because I say it is, you know? That's just what I think. I think that everything's a placebo, but then like, how powerful is that? So yeah, so for me, it's like, I want to meditate. So that kind of goes hand in hand with mind, but meditation also just like, the more you're mindless, the more you're making room for your soul. In my opinion, a lot of people just think that your mind is your soul, and therefore you're doing all these things just because you keep thinking, and you keep thinking it's God, and that's when I think there's lunacy sometimes.
I would know about lunacy.
But to me, it's just like taking care of your soul is just making room for it sometimes, because we don't live in a society that makes room for souls, or even just like where's America's soul? I don't know. Who took it? Just kidding. Another thing that I like to do is I track the moon. So like I just like really like knowing when it's a full moon and a new moon, and just what kind of phases we're on, because I feel like that it's like I'm projecting onto it, and I'm tracking myself. And as a woman, if you know, you know. You know, you can track your cycle with the moon. And it's just, so many things make sense when you do that. But that's my personal opinion. Also, like, the moon is a really, really beautiful symbolism to my life. And I'm not ready to talk about that yet. But anyway, I think I went over like what my plan is. And that sounds kind of fun if you ask me. I think, did I say anything else? Oh, I didn't finish telling you about my soul work that I want to do. So I said making space for happiness, right? And then sharing what I find in the journey. I know, so cheesy. But yeah, like just like me sharing with the one person or two people or three people who listen. That is also how I take care of my soul, because I feel like I can help myself, and that is how people can take notes. And I'm not saying I'm gonna help myself be like whoa. Well, I am whoa, but what I'm trying to say is like I don't, what am I trying to say without like being cocky, but at the same time like allowing myself to be cocky? Oh, it's like I've gone through some things, and we all have, but I think that just maybe me like being able to talk about it can at least encourage you to have that conversation with yourself of like, why have I gone through what I've gone through? And in my opinion, your life is gonna leave you keys along the way of like how to unlock other parts of your life and what is it that you need or have to work on. So because I am, as you can tell from this video and this conversation, so all over the place, I think it's important for people to, I just say random things and I lose my train of thought. So because I'm all over the place, I feel like there's a key to my happiness or my future by trying to just have a routine while allowing myself to be all over the place, if that makes any sense. Because that's who I am. That's how I am. Like, I'll be all over. I'll like one thing and then I'll like another one, you know? But how about I like make room for that? I think that's what routine is now that I figured it out. Wow. See, it's therapeutic for me and for you. So routine is making room for yourself to be. Ooh, I like that. So the next video will probably be just like me actually like kind of vlogging this that I just talked about. And then I have a very interesting video that I want to do on parenting. And that will be around like Mother's Day. So, which will be Friday. Like, well Mother's Day is Sunday, Monday for Mexican mothers or Latin American mothers. But yeah, Friday, stay tuned for Friday. That's gonna be a fun one. And I might call your mother out for a few things I did to you. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna call anyone out, but I'm just saying my views on parenting. Interesting video. Wednesday video will be this in action. It's gonna be fun. So, Tweedledee, Tweedledum. See you next time. Bye.